There were a lot of crazy selections in the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft, but the Eagles had one of the best hauls because they didn't use their pick, instead trading it away for Pro Bowl wide receiver A.J. Brown. The Eagles have had their fair share of disastrous wideouts. So how do you fix that? Well, just trade for an elite one off the bat. During the 2022 NFL Draft, the Eagles traded away the 18th pick in the draft and a third rounder for A.J. Brown. Remember, Philadelphia had 2 first-round picks, and they used number 13 on Jordan Davis, a defensive tackle out of Georgia. Those 2 picks that the Titans received turned into wide receiver Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, and then even more picks because Tennessee ended up doing a pick swap with the Jets. We all knew A.J. was going to get a nice new contract, and he got it from the Eagles. He signed a 4-year extension worth $100 million, $25 million a year, but that doesn't even kick in until 2023. So, at the very least, A.J. is under contract until the end of the 2026 season. $40 million was guaranteed at signing, and the contract guarantees a bit over $57 million in total, and it's well-deserved. A.J. Brown has been fantastic since the Titans took him in the first round in 2019 after his time at Ole Miss. He managed to go for 1,000 yards in each of his first 2 seasons in the pros, and he even made the Pro Bowl in 2020. Last year was actually the worst of his career. He only had 869 yards, mainly due to missing time with a chest injury. It's no secret that the Eagles have really struggled to find a number 1 wide receiver, and damn, they've definitely tried. Jalen Reagor in the first round in 2020, we all know how that one worked out, then Devonta Smith in the first last season. Finally, I guess Philadelphia just said screw it, and instead of using another first rounder on a wideout, they just decided to trade for a proven one. Now, AJ pairs up with Devonta Smith, and the Eagles get to kind of realistically see what they have in Jalen Hurts. Nick Sirianni is trying to build something in the city of brotherly love, and it seems like he's finally starting to get those pieces together. On the other hand, the Titans trading off A.J. Brown, more than anything, kind of feels like they're waving the white flag. 2 seasons ago, Tennessee was a win away from the Super Bowl, and they haven't even won a playoff game since. Clearly, the Titans weren't willing to pay A.J. Brown, and with that, the Super Bowl window may close. Plus, Tennessee took Malik Willis in the 3rd round of the draft, and it sounds like without informing Ryan Tannehill about the decision. So, in the span of 2 days, Tannehill watched as the Titans drafted his replacement and then traded his number 1 wideout. Honestly, I'd be pretty pissed too. The Titans are going younger, using that 18th pick they got from the Eagles on Treylon Burks, who was, by the way, a complete stud wide receiver during his time in Arkansas. So, a team that narrowly missed a Super Bowl appearance on the back of Ryan Tannehill and A.J. Brown suddenly looks very different with Malik Willis and Treylon Burks. But in the NFL, it's nearly impossible to win it all without an elite quarterback, and Tennessee knows that that's not what they have in Ryan Tannehill.